Oh, now I get it. I am one with the Force. I got a new theory sabers. Ooh, this is not any ordinary lightsaber, so stay tuned. If you're new to this channel, please hit the subscribe button and make sure to like this video. You should go to theorysabers.com and use my code MAXBEBO to save 10% on select sabers. This is very strange from my other lightsabers and longer from theory sabers. As you can see, this is a really long box for a lightsaber. And this is also Nick Gillard's special lightsaber. Ooh, but it doesn't light up. And if you don't know who Nick Gillard is, he does all the choreography or the lightsaber fights of the prequels, which have Anakin, Obi-Wan, and I love Revenge of the Sith, one of my favorites. And so when they were filming, the lightsabers were metal, just like this lightsaber that we're going to unbox. And then, after doing all the editing, they made the lightsabers glow, as you can see and as you watch the prequels. So that's really fascinating. And I really wanted one for my own. And so I finally got it. So let's unbox. Looks like the Oz, how it's like emerald green. I don't know, just like, and it's yellow, so it like, whew. Oh, Nick Gillard. Oh, get down.
We don't want any accidents.
Beautiful. Oh.
Like the other videos.
So every lightsaber that I have from Theory Sabers has a different bag, because this one's gray now. It's hard to get out. So let's take...
Now it's interesting, Mac, does this one have a toolkit? Oh, and it has a plaque?
It has a plaque, yes, signed.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, this looks really cool if you want to bring it up.
So this is one of the special edition. Again, this is an autograph series.
Yes, autograph series.
So that means Nick Gillard actually signed. That's so neat. He has the sabers.
Yeah, and also we have
right
the
there.
Theory Sabers user guide as all the lightsabers.
So now, like you said, this one is not going to ignite. So this says that is Dralig Gillard, the Gillard Dralig official saber. Nick Gillard, Prequel Trilogy Swordmaster. Limited edition, you've got number 45 out of 500.
Every single plaque that I want is 66.
Execute Order 66.
Or 67.
Now, Mackenzie, what did you find out about Nick Gillard? He
actually had this character in Revenge of the Sith, and when the holograms that Anakin was fighting with all the Jedis, he actually was a Jedi in that scene. And his character, well, it's very funny. It's his name spelled backwards, and it's just the funniest thing.
Yeah, it's Sindralig, right?
Yeah, Sindralig.
So that's why it's called the Dralig Gillard official saber. That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
So
it does not have a toolkit, because when you need the toolkit is when you have to put all the screws or everything that you need to put the blade in. Now this one is metal.
Actually, it's not just metal. Theory put together a very special type of blade.
Yes.
So it's called carbon fiber.
Carbon fiber. Oh, I think this is it, because right here. So this could be the blade. That's what
Why
I'm
don't you
thinking.
take out the hilt, though?
Okay. Take out the hilt.
Well,
Oh, this.
oh, is that attached?
So what is? Oh, so there's one for display and one that's attached.
Wait, no.
Yeah, no. Because it feels like there's a thing in here. I don't know if it's a lightsaber or not. Oh. Oh, now I get it. You plug. I will explain later.
Be careful.
I wouldn't get any fingerprints on it. But this is the bottom of the hilt. Now the top of the hilt is connected to the blade itself. I did explain this, but there's the display stand here. But you want to bring it up closer?
So look at that. Now, wasn't this was like his design of the saber that he used in Revenge of the Sith as well? And I think if once we put it to, oh, look at that green. So we have this special carbon fiber, microfiber. Talking about carbon fiber. So this is a green bag.
Yeah.
Because I believe his blade
was green. So if you go on the Theory Sabers website, and when you purchase all your lightsabers, for the photo of the one that has the light up blade it is green. So for all the other lightsabers, it's their usual color in the films or the comic. Oh, that actually, wait, that's the size?
Yeah, so let's see this.
Oh, this actually feels actually smooth
you can see the design?
and cool.
Because it is carbon fiber.
And it's hollow.
So this
it's hollow, so it's lighter.
So you've actually went to several conventions, and who was talking about these kind of training sabers?
So we went to Chicago Fan Expo, where there was the Ewan and Hayden had a panel, and they were talking actually about this lightsaber and how they used to battle and how it used to hurt them so many times.
Right, they would whack each other with the metal rods.
Now, obviously, with all the tech, there's a lot of things that, can go wrong, but there's a lot of practical effects, especially with lightsaber fighting, that happens. Can you tell us about any sort of bloopers, little accidents that may or may not have happened in the midst of your physicality with either the prequels or Obi-Wan?
I don't know if there's any, I can't remember if there's any behind the scenes footage of it, but when Hayden and I would fight together, in the prequels, the lightsabers were metal. There was the beautiful lightsaber handles that would hang on our belts, and then there was a very smooth version of those for when we were actually fighting. Because if you spun one of those in your hands, you'd cut yourself, and they were impossible to fight with. They were just dress handles, those ones. So the actual here's maybe one down here.
Hey.
So there were smooth versions like this one that didn't have any detail on, but you could spin them around in your hands, and then they had a metal blade on it. It was some kind of alloy. It was hollow, which made the end of it was just like if you imagine sawing through a copper pipe or something. The end of it was like that. That's quite dangerous. So that, and then we would go at each other like.
Right.
I mean, you properly. The only way to really do that, you learn the fights like a dance, like a piece of choreography. You know exactly. You should know exactly. You're not improvising. You shouldn't be improvising because you could really hurt each other.
Absolutely.
So you learn it slowly, and you learn section by section by section, and then you start putting the sections together, and then you start they just sort of naturally speed up until you're doing them really fast.
The sequels were a crazy, massive production, right? There's so many hands that went into making this whole project happen. Was there anyone in particular that, like behind the scenes, that either created like props or makeup or something that really kind of stood out to you with the work that they did?
I wasn't in the sequels. The
prequels.
The prequels. Okay, yeah. You said the sequels.
Listen, it's been a
I
long
was wondering where you were going with this question.
I meant prequels.
The prequels.
Prequels.
I'm sorry. And so what was the question?
So was there anybody in the crew that really kind of stood out to you?
From the crew?
Yeah.
So many people from the crew. I mean, kind of one of the unique things about working on a Star Wars project is that everyone is just so excited to be there, and George Lucas got the very best people, in each of their sort of respective fields to come and participate. The costume design, the set design. Thomas. That's right. Yeah, I love Thomas. He was our lightsaber maker, and he did a very cool job. He hung out making lightsabers all day, and And when we were making those films, the lightsabers were just like these metal rods. And so when Ewan and I are fighting, if we're really getting into it, the lightsabers after each take we get all warped and bent, and he would come and replace the blade for us and present us with a new saber each time. And Thomas is the god.
And then
And like you
after
said,
filming, they would
post-production.
they would change it into like a glowing lightsaber.
But this is really neat. So it will go in. This is insane.
Wait, if you have the light up one, would the bottom would be here?
I'm sure. Yeah,
if you had the
believe
light
so.
up one.
So we could have gotten one, but you have.
I have so many light up ones.
Lightsabers
And then
that light.
this one's unique.
So it would go in like this.
Yeah, I think so.
And it screws in.
Oh, that's pretty
And
neat.
slide
That's
it.
unique.
And then you just.
This is like unique. This is unique to them, and everything.
And the person who actually. Just be careful of the television.
I don't want to hit the
Just-
television.
This
Or
is really
I'm
neat.
gonna collect those.
So carbon fiber is a material that is known in really high-end cars.
It's super
because
strong.
it's super strong and super
Light.
and light.
Because
And
if you
also,
want to
this
go
is
for
hollow too, so
right,
it
so-
gets lighter.
and that's what they want you for speed. Because if you remember, Hayden and Ewan were talking about the choreography. They really needed something that they could whip around, and between the original trilogy to the prequels, you could see how the lightsaber battles really evolved, because they were extremely fast. Like, I don't even know how they do it and their muscle memory, but to talk about it and to now have a piece of, like, it's the prequel.
Yeah, one of my friends actually did a video on YouTube on how to do the away any spin. So once I accomplished doing with a lightsaber that I'm used to, that has an actual blade, and I'm better at spinning and I don't hurt myself or the ground, I can use this. And so then I'm like, hey, I'm like
So
Hayden and Ewan.
Are you
Next-
challenging Hayden and Ewan?
Yes. I'm challenging
calling
my
them out on
inner
it?
I'm challenging my inner Hayden. Wait, hashtag I'm challenging my inner Hayden and inner Ewan.
okay.
That's a
Annie
hashtag.
Obi. Now, can I just see something
Yes,
for a moment?
don't try
I
to-
believe they said that this is supposed to be balanced enough that, like, it could be on your finger, like a certain
I tried
way.
to do that with a pencil and that did not work.
I know. I don't want to do it in here, but like it was designed in such a way that I saw, I think, Theory hold out a finger, and it was just. I'm
do it.
just afraid
Don't
to
do it, Dad. Don't do it.
somewhere.
Oh wow. Wow, Dad, you're
Just remember, we have glass.
yes, we have
and
glass in
lots of
here.
collectibles.
And if you hit the glass, you'll hit
We could
me
do
and
it
then
outside.
I'll die.
Yep.
But like
okay.
this is just, you can
Phenomenal.
see. I don't know if it picks up on our camera.
It kinda
how
does.
the carbon fiber details.
Yeah, it
And
doesn't,
Mackenzie,
but
can you
it
hold
looks
this
really
way
cool.
so you can show. You said it was hollow inside.
Yes, it was
Let's see
hollow.
if we
So
can-
let's
I don't know if. Yeah, you can show.
kind of see. It's a little hollow. There's a big hole in it.
That's pretty neat. But this.
One thing I liked about the design of this is that in the hilt, before we screwed it on,
Yeah.
there were two pieces of plastic that essentially fills the void inside the hilt. So when you do go and you battle with it and you hit it against something else, it's not the thin carbon fiber that's moving within the handle of the hilt. That in fact, because of those two plastic rings that were designed on
inside.
it won't move.
It just the design behind it, as you can see, like, these are unique pieces, right?
You know, we had the option of buying the lit one. We had the option of getting
Yeah.
one that had all of the electronics in it.
But it's like having the same thing, even though it's a different hilt and it's not as detailed as the others.
But
I
you've
wanted
heard so
something.
much.
Yeah, I heard stories about this and everything that I wanted for myself. After seeing that panel with Hayden and Ewan, I'm like, some saber company needs to make this, because like this is great, and this is like really what lightsabers are instead of the lights and everything, because that was just added in the movies.
That was so, I didn't realize that until after I heard them speak, that they really did. I thought it was just for them to train with, that they would use the metal rods.
Usually
but
for every battle or every like scene or like dialogue, they would have to practice until they have it in their memory.
yeah, it was like a
And
muscle
then
memory.
if they
for
have
them.
it like in their memory and they remember it, they would like, oh, I know what to do. I don't need any lines. I don't know. Like, I don't need somebody to tell me again. But
So what do you think about, I know you have several that have the electronics, so there's no electronics in this hilt. How do you think it feels?
I feel like this is lighter than everything. Even though I thought it was going to be heavier, it's actually lighter than a lightsaber. Because I remember some of my other lightsabers, they were pretty heavy. Because all the electronics, all like the things that they could do when it's baselit, it has a lot of electronics in here. It's really hard to do everything. And then the blade, if there's electronics in the blade, it's going to be heavier because it has extra stuff in it, and then the lightsaber is going to be like extra heavy. But this is light because this is hollow and this is, well, kind of hollow, so it's kind of lighter than my other lightsaber. So I'm really happy. This actually, I feel like one of my favorite lightsabers from any kind of lightsaber that we have. So
Which is surprising. You wouldn't think that, you have one.
even though it's so plain and there's no really lights and sound effects, that it's just like, hey, it's a plain lightsaber. How do you like that? It's just, this is history. And like any other lightsabers, there's history behind it, and it's just amazing how it's came to be, and how any lightsaber that has been in the movies, just like this one, how it's the carbon fiber, it's just special that this was actually in the movies, and this
And you have
is just
your-
a copy.
your special plaque.
Yes, and I have a
Signature.
collection of plaques all over this place, so I'm kind of happy to get more plaques for lightsabers. And instead of going to Comic-Cons and wait huge lines to get them signatured on stuff.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I know that
I do
Theory-
want to meet them. I do want to meet them.
I was gonna say Theory had brought was it SpaceCon that
think
Nick
so.
Gillard went? That would have been such an experience for you.
Yeah.
And I know that Roger Christian, sometimes he was the one who created the father.
He is the father and,
And
other
he was
lightsabers.
part of the original. I mean, to think you have the original trilogy, a piece of that history and the lore behind what Darth Vader's lightsaber could have been, and now you have the prequel, a piece of that prequel trilogy history that you love
So I have like
much.
histories of every Star Wars thing that came to be.
Yeah, these are very special. Excellent.
Yeah.
So now we just have to find a place to display this.
Yes, I wonder where. I feel like we should add a
Maybe
new
you should
room.
ask your followers if they received the.
Yeah, so comment below if you have this lightsaber at your house, and
Or would you prefer? Would you
Yeah.
have preferred the carbon fiber over the electronics, or would you want to go the more traditional?
yeah.
I mean, it did come with the prequel, so I believe these were limited to 500, and the electronic ones are limited to 500 separately
Yeah.
of those. So again, only 500 in the world, the whole world.
And we have one.
Number 45.
45. I want to wait. I want to get a lot more of those limited ones to see if I can get a 66 or 67.
What?
Huh.
Seems
It's
to-
funny. 66, 67. Would execute order 66, 67. This is Max Vivo signing off from Galaxy far, far away. It's also the Theory Sabers. But it's a metal rod. No, what's it called? You should go to theorysabers.com, to use my code at MaxRebo to get
Hold on.
You should go to theorysabers.com to use my code MaxRebo to get to save 10% off on a Theory Sabers. You should go to theorysabers.com and use my code MaxRebo to use 10% off.
No, not to use 10% off. It's to save 10%.
You should go to theorysabers.com and use my code MaxRebo to save 10% off a select saber.